Hi, and welcome back to the garden. It is March 11th. I had a subscriber, the Babcocks, ask a question. How do you remember where you planted stuff? Well, usually it's just a surprise. And my wife told me I better start marking out where I'm planting things. This garden's getting out of hand. So, this is the fifth or sixth attempt at doing this. I think the best way to do it is to lay out your borders and any existing structures. So we're going to call that the greenhouse. Coming off of the greenhouse, we extended the fence out a little bit, made a little gate. Of course, this is not going to be to scale. And that's a pretty straight run down there until we get into what we consider our mulch piles. And that one is facing into the garden. And we have these two. Brought that fence out, kind of curves around, gets to the corner where we have the electric fence.
I don't think this charger's working. Oh, yeah, it's working.
And we got an angle coming up here, and we've got those rings with the burn area right there. We've got a gate. And off of the greenhouse, we extended that fence out, cattle panel and a half, and it kind of curves in, and then it straightens down the rough layout of the garden. So then we'd look at what else is permanent. So this would be our compost. We'll end here. So that's going to be our electric fence. We do have some planting area here if we need it finally, but I'm not sure if we're going to use that. And we know we have, right in this area, we've got some lavender. We're probably going to put some lavender here and here and here just to make that a nice little border. We've got some rosemary. One is here, kind of up close, and one is about the middle of the compost pile. And it's not really to scale, but we put in our new blueberry. We had a blueberry. So our blueberries are like right here, and the new blackberries would be here and here. And this is why I'm not an artist. But there's your cold frame, and you got some beets and lettuce. Bales out here. Now our tomato trellis runs about like that, and then we had some beans here. Okay, we laid in another cold frame here. We have lettuce that made it through the polar vortex, and onions that I got wet, and they're actually coming up. And then we did the little mini greenhouse. We laid another bale in here so Riley wouldn't walk over it. But we had that little mini greenhouse in here. We've got several things in here. Carrots, and we'll see what comes up in here. I know there's broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and kohlrabi. And I believe the kohlrabi's down in this. See, this is why you need to mark this out. Then we put in another bale of hay right here. We broke that into 3 segments. And this is where you can label off to the side. So I'm just going to number that 1, 2, 3. And then off over here, 1, 2, 3. Now our potatoes, we brought the rows out, our first batch, to about here. Got some rows in here. And I just left this row open so I knew where we ended. Kind of made it around the corner like that. We made some more rows coming out here that we planted this last batch of potatoes. But that's how I sort of remember where I plant things so I don't step on them. And I hope that answers your question. I really appreciate you coming by the garden. And remember, until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.